The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea, though I rasta go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepareth a table before I in the presence of my enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil, me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I vent me. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah kadama we groma Tela e higzag beer tana istalina ba shante 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 kadamawe grumabea tela e. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks, and I give thanks. How ma usobo lisa I don't know what thought it was sick player for. How ma usobo lisa akpe 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 akpe. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a Blakk Pot, and each time this Blakk Pot sits on the fire, there is something some shows cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes. Oh, put aside all their differences. Differences of shape, differences of sizes, differences of aromas, and even flavors, and even differences of color. Put aside all these differences and relocate into the Blakk Pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of cooking. They produce food. And this food is not even enjoyed by the Blakk Pot and the ingredients that prepared it, but by us, the eaters. Yet every time, the ingredients and the Blakk Pot will rise to the occasion to produce food that, ironically, the Blakk Pot and the ingredients do not even partake in eating. What does this teach us? A lesson of selflessness. Oh, yes. How many of us believe that once we work so hard to have it, no other person deserves to be part of it? How many people believe that, look, we have it all today, let's blow it all up. After all, tomorrow shall take care of itself. How many people believe that all poor people are lazy people? My brother, my sister, it's a lesson of selflessness. And this is what this show is all about. It's rewiring the mindset of our people. Oh yes, putting our people on a solid pedestal so that they would be able to see the light of the day. A nation that does not believe in sacrifice is not a nation. It will go down on its knees. A nation that does not believe in sacrifice is a nation that will always go down, just like the Titanic. My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. And I just want to say, my brother, my sister, that we are live on YouTube. Oh yes, live on YouTube. And our YouTube channel is called Blakk Empire Media. Yes, Blakk Empire Media. Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Empire Media. We are also live on Facebook. My brother, my sister, with the same name. Please subscribe to the channels and also hit on the notification button so that each time we are on, you would be the first person to see us come on live. This is the Blakk Pot, and one says thank you so much to GOV'T. Now, GOV'T is ISIT. It simply means in spirit, in truth. It's the new social media app everybody's talking about. Now, what can you do with GOV'T? You can go live with GOV'T. You can also make video and audio calls at the same time. You can also, oh my God, have mercy, text. Oh yes, text. You can do that. My brother, my sister, with GOV'T, there's no negativity because there are powerful algorithms that sap out any negativity that could be rearing its head. Ugly one. Now you can be part of EZIT. Very simple. Just download it from Google Play and App Store, my brother, my sister, and everything is everything. Everything is everything. Download that and you are an EZITer. No two ways about them thing, the man. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Today we have 5 very important issues to look at, and I need you to come out. Yes, we may add one at the end of it all. I think we will add one. 6 very important issues to look at, and I need you to come here. Come here! My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power, and I'm most excited to be with you. Now, today we have a number of issues I would like us to look at, and the first one is rolling up on your screen. Roll it, my youth! Now, the story we are talking about today, roll it up on the screen. Story number 1. Watch it. And what does it say? Leave Nana Addo alone. He deserves praise. Leave Nana Addo alone. He deserves praise. My brother, my sister, this is what it says. And who is saying this? Dinah Asamoah. Who is Dinah Asamoah? Come here. Now, Dinah Asamoah is a gospel musician. In fact, she used to move from trotro to another trotro. From trotro to trotro, preaching the gospel and also earning her daily chop. So many people got to know her because of the trotro preaching. Public buses, public transport, she got into them and she preached. She made a name. Then she went into singing gospel. She made a hit because a lot of people had come to know her as a genuine man or woman of God. My brother, my sister, she would move from one trotro to the other, preaching the word of the Most High God, preaching the Bible. People got to know her as a true woman of God, a true preacher. Her simplicity, all she wanted to preach was the Bible. And if you gave her some food, she would appreciate it and go away. But she was most interested in the Bible and the Word of God. Now, when she got into the gospel arena, she was accepted for her praise singing. She made money. And then her life started to change bit by bit. She doesn't have any formal education. She's illiterate, stark illiterate. Stack. She made it big in the gospel arena. Then all of a sudden her music dipped because she had some confusions left, right, and center with her record label. And from that time, oh my God, she went into politics. She followed the NPP on their campaign trails. She was always speaking for the NPP and all that. And one could assume that. One, she probably was given something to keep her going whilst the music was not feeding her that much. Or she genuinely believed in the principles of the NPP and for that matter decided to follow this party. So we will not judge her and we are not going to be able to condemn her. But this is what she says. Leave Nana Addo alone. He deserves praise. Praise for what? Run the story. Watch me. He says, don't dirty Akufo-Addo. Please. People are enjoying free SHS because of him. Dinah Asamoah fights MC Yayaboa. Come here and run the story. Hey. Gospel musician, evangelist Dinah Asamoah has rebuffed claims that the Akufo-Addo-led government has underperformed and failed the nation under his tenure as president. She noted that the free SHS initiative the government has embarked upon is a major achievement that needs to be commended regardless of the challenges bedeviling the country. And SHS simply means senior high school. Speaking as a panelist on United Showbiz, hosted by Miss G, which Ghana Web Monitor, Dinah Asamoah refuted claims made by MC Yayeboah, which tended to undermine the achievement of the government, and urged her to be grateful to President Akufo-Addo for introducing free SHS. I don't... Wow, this is the first time since we... I'm apologizing for this power trip. We're experiencing some doomsday right here in Accra, and we will return quite soon as we try to engage our plans. Please be patient. Thanks so much. We'll be with you. This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Show, number where we speak truth to power. And we must apologize one more time for the power trip. Some of these things happen once in a while. Apologies one more time. Well, we're talking about Dinah Asamoah and how she said, please stay away from dirty Nana Akufo-Addo. He deserves praise. This is the writer. I don't understand what my sister, that's MC Yayeboah, says, because my father Akufo-Addo did well. That sister, you said you are an NPP member, but you dirty the party and everything. The way you annoy me because of your useless talk, My father Akufo-Addo hasn't done anything wrong. The number of children enjoying free SHS, that's senior high school education, do you know how much it costs? Don't say that again. He's done well. If it's your father, you wouldn't have said that about him. He has really done well. If for nothing at all, people are enjoying free SHS because of him. So we should stop the ungratefulness and appreciate him. She reiterated. The gospel musician fumed after MC Yaya Boa in her earlier remarks lambasted President Addo Akufo-Addo for not fulfilling most of his campaign promises and turning a deaf ear to the plight of the people. If the party we support is not doing the right thing, with the motorway killing people and other things, if we talk about it, then you people make it look like we don't like the party. When you meet people, they will tell you it's better than the NDC government, even if it's bad. But we voted for the MPP to be in government because NDC was not performing. They told us that they can do the job better. What didn't Bawumia say? Akufo-Addo said, we are sitting on money, yet we are suffering. He told us, yet it's been 7 years, and we have to let them know what they are doing is wrong, said aggrieved MC Yaya Boa. So illiteracy is truly a disease. The person who truly needs this free SHS is Dinah Asamoah, because she's stark illiterate. For her, if you belong to a party, you should never criticize it. That's what the illiterate thinks. This is not the first time she's making such uninformed and stupid comments. Because of free SHS, Nana Addo deserves praise, and nobody should say anything ill about him. Do you know how many people have died in the hospitals because of the nonchalant nature of this government? Do you know how many school children have died all because they did not take their safety serious? Fana is an example. Look how many school children drowned crossing from one part of a river to the other just to go to school. No boats were ever provided. Nobody ever provided them with life jackets. Do you know how many cocoa farmers are felling off their cocoa trees just to be able to do galamsey? Do you know how many people have run out of Ghana because of this dirty government that you claim deserves praise? All because of one free SHS. Where is the money Nana Akufo-Addo promised us that we're sitting on and yet we could not see? This is the tenure of Nana Akufo-Addo, and we all are seeing how Ghana has descended into the doldrums. Look how many people have run out of the nation. Right now, other countries are taking advantage of us. There are countries that are now giving us almost free visas to come and work. After all, our government has failed. But no common sense. If Nana Addo has given you something small because your gospel career crashed, because you ran into politics and forgot about Jesus Christ, then it's on to you. These are the people who do not learn from their predecessors. There were other gospel artists who did that in the past. They suffered and died very miserably. I don't want to mention anybody's name so that they will start grieving again. I could mention it, but I don't want to. How many musicians have followed politicians and at the end of the day, they died very poor deaths? They were never able to make it again. And then Asamoah comes to tell us, oh, my father Nana Akufo-Addo, my father Nana Akufo-Addo, he has given us free SHS. That's all you know? Do you know how much money your father Nana Akufo-Addo borrowed on behalf of this country? Do you know how much has been stolen? To the point that Agyapong, who is a bigger and a better member of the NPP, can come out and say that they are stealing the money, looting in this government and stashing the money in foreign accounts. This woman is stark illiterate. Next time you invite her to come and talk, let her talk the Bible. I think that one she knows better. She will annoy a lot of people. And because it's a democracy, my brother, my sister, we encourage everybody to speak. But some people, my brother, my sister, are ill-informed. They know nothing. and they only hurt Ghanaians and humankind. Shame on you, Dinah Asamoah. Come here. Shame on you. Today, we all were happy that a lady like this is looking better than when she was hopping from one trot to the other. We didn't know that it was all about politics. If politics money is feeding you, go and ask Owusu Bempa, Reverend Owusu Bempa. He will tell you how dangerous politics is. Look how this party treated their prophet. Disgraced him and chained him like a dog to a hospital bed. At the end of the day, he cried like a baby. As for you, when they get you, it's something small. I do not encourage entertainers to be doing this kind of politics. I do not encourage that. Because at the end of the day, you politicize your music even. And the people who were following you, for you to take them to God, those who were following you to get inspired, they are no longer going to get inspired because you are a fool. You are following people for nothing. Nobody wants to follow a fool. Who is a fool? A fool is somebody who cannot take a good decision. That is the definition of a fool. A fool is somebody who is incapable of making good decisions. That's a fool. And what is the good decision here? Nana Akufo-Addo has strangulated the nation, buried us in huge debts. And all you can say is that, my father Nana Addo, he has done so well. Please do not dirty him. You know, he is a wonderful man. He gave us free SHS. Tribal politics. There are a lot of us who also do religious politics. Some of us do politics of face politics. Who looks more handsome on the ballot box? And we vote for those people. And we end up being in trouble. Dinah Asamoah, shame on you. I'm not surprised your gospel music has gone down the drain. Your music used to be so powerful. People used to follow your music. Bring a photo. People used to follow you in order to get inspired. People used to praise you. Now, I wonder if the church even allows you to go there and sing. Maybe the NPP churches will allow that. But as a preacher, try as much as possible to stay away from partisan politics. How can you say? You said you are an NPP member. Then why are you criticizing NPP? What is this? Some of these things, we check them up and we are like, no. Our nation needs a better crop of people. Our nation demands better than this, my brother, my sister. This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. And we still having some power. I mean, cuts left, right, and center, blinking and coming back. Yes, I do apologize one more time. Come here! Power cut or no power cut, we are still flying. Next story, my youth. Watch it. And the next story says, government of Ghana in COVID scam. So insert in there. Government of Ghana in COVID scam. Ablakwa is a very interesting man, and I love him so much. Honorable Ablakwa, North Tongue. And every time he comes on and he tells us deep secrets about this dirty government. I pray that when his government comes into power, any day, he should play the same role. Because it's a call to national duty, not party duty. You all remember that Joy FM wrote a letter to the airport demanding to see the contract it had with a certain Frontiers, whatever. And they played politics with that. They were never able to provide it. It went to court and they were fined. The Ghana Airport Company was fined to pay some money to Joy FM Multimedia. Today, Ablakwa is telling us something deep that happened during the COVID era. Run it, my youth. Watch it. COVID-19 testing. Government gave unpatriotic $140 out of $150 fee per test to Frontiers. We'll find out who Frontiers is. Run the story. It's a long story, but we're going to cut it short. The member of parliament for North Tongue Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa has released details of the contract between the government and Frontiers Healthcare Services Limited to conduct COVID-19 testing at the Kotoka International Airport in 2020. The contract records had been demanded several times through the Right to Information Act, but were never made available. According to Ablakwa, his sources have been able to land the documents. Details have revealed that the contract was awarded to Frontiers on August 31, 2020, and work began on September 1, 2020. That's exactly 1 month after. Right? No, just one day, the next day. Just one day. Now, the North Tongue MP, who calls himself the XOA Oversight, said the awarding of the contract neglected the public procurement laws in a way that showed that the government wanted to loot and share in the scheme. Please follow this attentively. The irredeemably corrupt Akufo-Addo Bawumia government believes it has successfully blocked access to all information on its criminal Frontiers COVID-19 airport testing deal. Not even a directive and a 200,000 Ghana cedi fine imposed by the Right to Information Commission following a Joy News petition has been helpful in compelling Akufo-Addo's appointees at the Ghana Airport Company Limited and the larger Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration to disclose the requested information on the Frontiers contract in the interest of transparency and accountability. So this is what we're talking about. Joy FM wanted to see it. Nigerians were coming in here and crying that they were robbed. Other citizens were coming here saying they did not have the COVID, but they were told that they had it and all that. We wanted to see transparent issues, right? And we decided to ask. Now we have the RTI bill, right? Where you can go and ask for any government information and it can be made public. My brother, my sister, Joy FM asked for this contract several times. It's in the interest of the people. They refused. What are you hiding? To the point that a court awarded a 200,000 Ghana cedi fine or award to the Joy FM team. That still did not make the Ghana airports, whose chairman or board chairman is Paul Adum Ochre. And Ablakwa said he's been able to get it. And watch what is in it. Once again, I have bad news for this buccaneer government. In the supreme national interest, I, by the grace of God, intercepted all the relevant documents on this dubious Frontiers haste, notwithstanding government's desperate efforts at a shameless cover-up. SOA Oversight shall ensure that this grant Frontiers create and loot and share together with all those who fronted for Frontiers are duly exposed and sanctioned for God and country. Today's expose will focus attention on the bombshell offer letter from the Ghana Airport Company Limited to Frontiers Healthcare Services Limited dated August 31st, 2020 and signed by former Managing Director Mr. Yao Kwakwa. This explosive offer letter reveals the following. 1. Frontiers was handpicked in an opaque sweetheart deal after a hush-hush discussion. No procurement. Number 2. Ghana's procurement laws were blatantly and violently flouted. In fact, Ghana's procurement laws were suspended. Thirdly, this was not a competitive exercise as credible institutions such as Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research, Kumasi Center for Collaborative Research, Kolebu Central Laboratory, and others who were at the forefront of the COVID containment were sidelined as government opted for the oversight incorporated dubious Frontiers. All these wonderful institutions, they were never contacted. they went and picked up Frontier's healthcare, whatever. Now the letter incredibly reveals how an offer was made to Frontiers on the 31st of August 2020 and how actual testing magically commenced the next day, September 1, 2020. Something too soon featured in Guinness. Something to soon feature in Guinness World Records. Contract awarded today. The following day, work starts. Wow. In a total rip-off, the government, per the offer letter, asks for a fixed share of a measly and wickedly unpatriotic $10 per test, as Frontiers keeps $140 per test, considering what Frontiers was charging each passenger, considering that they were charging $150 per passenger. Shockingly, Frontiers was asked, according to the offer letter, to make a paltry and an insulting payment of only 97,109 Ghana cedis as proof of acceptance of the offer for an exclusive control of the upper arrival terminal 3. That's the Kotoka International Airport, regardless of the fact that Frontiers stood to make and has indeed made profits worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They needed to pay less than 100,000 American dollars as acceptance fee and then start. And they ended up making hundreds of millions of American dollars. And Ghana made almost nothing. Despite this outrageous giveaway, Frontiers was exempted from paying water bills. 8. The offer letter did not provide technical specifications, standards, and the specific amount of investment Frontiers was obliged to make in setting up the testing facility, which actually exposes how everything was skewed by government officials to collude with Frontiers in raping Ghanaians. 9. The offer letter made no references to mandatory authorization from the Health Facilities Regulatory Authority as a condition precedent, which explains why Frontiers commenced work many months before it applied. From the intercepted offer letter, Frontiers was granted an unfathomable long duration of 2 years to loot, create, and share. And that was regardless of whether COVID is defeated in a few weeks or not. And we all remember when COVID even ended and all the whole world said it's ended, Ghana was still taking COVID fees. Of course, not from the testing. COVID levy was still on. Is this still on? 11. The evidence is overwhelming that this Frontiers deal was a grand operation between a Buccaneer government and a plutocratic entrepreneurs to make a fortune at a time many were being killed and hospitalized by a COVID era. My brother, my sister, these are the intercepted documents. These are the documents. There are a lot of them. Many more. That's it. My brother. So now Dinah Asamoah and the rest of them. This is what your government did. No procurement laws were applied here. Bam! They decided to handpick this. And then they decided that they will give this company 140 American dollars and keep only $10 for Ghana. They did not go into detail as to what kind of equipment did they bring, what kind of investment did Frontiers bring. At the end of the day, they were given a whole 2 years to milk people whether COVID ended or not. So it was a way of making money. I suspect that this dirty government went hand in hand in a tango to split some of the looted money. Is this a government that thinks about the people? When people were dying, some of these government officials should have died. Their families, I don't want to rope them in. Because some of the families do not even benefit from these dirty politicians. They are so selfish and so criminal. This is what Baumia wants to break the eight with. How many people caught this deadly disease? How many people cried that they were milked and robbed at the point of entry? Frontiers, if it is true that this was the deal you signed, and if your hands are dirty, posterity will judge you and this dirty government in power. I hate these dirty politicians. Look at what they are doing to our country. You charge $150 American to test each person. And out of the 150, you give Ghana only $10. And that is what the Ghanaian government signed for. You are not paying water bill. Are you paying electricity bill? Oh my God. Or was the $10 supposed to be used to pay for the water bill? It is sad, my brother. But this is where this dirty government has brought us. And we actually need to rescue our nation. Inshallah. Come together. Let's rescue our nation. All the old men, let's eradicate them to the grave. The dirty old men. Their place is the grave. The Bible in Proverbs 29 verse 2 says that when the righteous rule, the people are happy. But when dirty criminals rule, the people groan. So anywhere you go in the world, if the people are groaning under some leadership, then you know that that leadership is not righteous. Is the Bible saying that? They are a wicked people who are not ready for righteousness. My brother, my sister, to God be the glory. When we return, we have more for you. And remember to send your comments coming in. We shall look at that. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushono, where we speak truth to power. Remember to keep your comments coming in. We shall read them in two tranches. Next story. Run it, my youth. Now, the next story we are looking at today says Kennedy Agyapong attacks Wontumi. Who is Wontumi? Wontumi is a member of the MPP. That's him. He was the one who said he wanted to buy Chelsea, you know, and he ridicules himself every now and then. He's a self-acclaimed rich man who goes on TV with pieces of gold and tells people that, yeah, he's doing legal mining in Ghana and is making so much money. He has a radio station here in Accra. And from that radio station, sometimes he's able to reach out to the whole of Accra. Yes, he has another one right there in Kumasi, my brother, my sister. And this is Chairman Wontumi on Wontumi Radio. And there he comes out talking about his party and some of the things that he thinks he needs to talk about. He also has a TV station called the Movement TV. He says it's a whole movement, stronger than apartheid. Remember when he said that? My brother, my sister, remember that the NPP, under Nana Akufo-Addo, cheated and lied to Ghanaians that the battle was the Lord's. Movement TV also says, Nyaminsa wom. When they want to rob you, they bring God in. My brother, my sister, Agyapong also owns a radio station and a TV station. And this is him. He's also a member of the NPP, the party in power. And at the same time, Agyapong is a man who is trying to be the flag bearer of his party. He is an avowed critic of his own party, especially in these times. He has something to say about Wontumi. Run the headlines. Wontumi using his TV, radio stations to insult people. I dare him to try me. And this is Agyapong speaking. Run the story. Run the story, my youth. Flag bearer of the ruling New Patriotic Party, NPP, Agyapong, has hit out at the party's Ashanti Regional Chairman, Bernard Ntwibosiakon, after his attack on former Trade Minister Alan Kyerematen. Popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, the NPP chairman in the Ashanti region last week vowed to deal with Alan after he announced his decision to run for president in the 2024 general elections as an independent candidate. Alan Kyerematen is one of the people who have benefited well in the NPP. When President Kufuor appointed him as Minister of Trade and Industry, he really enjoyed with his wife, children, and his family. We will not shut up. I will speak, even though our General Secretary has directed we shouldn't speak about his resignation. I will deal with Alan, Chairman Wontumi said in an interview on his radio station. Speaking at a campaign rally, Agyapong expressed displeasure about the attacks from Chairman Wontumi. He dared the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP to make a mistake and attack him. And he will see there are men in this country. He argued that whilst he has no problem if Chairman Wontumi wants to support Bawumia or not, he will kick against all insults against the elderly. I dare you to make a mistake, and you will see men in this country. I dare Wontumi to make a mistake, and you will see men in this country. He has set up a radio station and a TV station, and is using it to insult the elderly. He was a supporter of Alan. I convinced him to join the camp of Akufo-Addo. I don't have a problem if you support President Akufo-Addo. If you support Bawumia, no problem. But don't insult. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Dash it away. You see, Ken, I respect you a lot. I don't think it matters to you whether I respect you or not. But you know I respect you, so that is what it is. Your radio station on my FM and the TV came out nicely. It was good. And you yourself said you brought that out to be able to talk about the ideals of your party and beyond. It's positive. I like that. What this man is saying is nothing but the truth. Do not insult people. It is illiterates who have no common sense who do that. There are some illiterates that make more sense than even professors. But in our country, a lot of our illiterate folk, like Chairman Wontumi, they behave as if they have no brains. And it's very sad. Canada, Japan, and Wontumi, there's no difference. They are the same. Boasting about how much money they have. They both have TV and radio to their credit, and they sit on it and insult anybody they want to insult. Canada, Japan, and Wontumi, there's no difference. They speak anyhow. So it's a case of a pot calling the charcoal black. My brother, my sister. But again, what Canada, Japan is saying is the truth. When you listen to Chairman Wontumi and his radio station, it's all dogmatism. They see the rot happening in the nation, but in the name of dogmatism, in the name of a certain force that pushes them not to ever be patriotic, they would always stand by the rot and make sure that more Ghanaians die. That's what I see. Ken, it's good you are seeing this. I'm glad that you are seeing that. But let me come to you. Would you sitting on your radio and TV and insulting people? Are you going to advise yourself? Are you going to stop? It's a question I'm asking. I'm asking. Chairman Wontumi has now become so powerful in the NPP, as Alan said. Anywhere Nana Akufo-Addo goes, he follows him. According to Canada Japan, he originally supported Alan. And then Canada Japan, convinced him to support Nana Akufo-Addo. Today, he's the best friend of Nana Akufo-Addo. Why? Because the NPP's powerhouse is the Ashanti region. That was where its mother party was formed, the NLM, National Liberation Movement. My brother, my sister. So if he is the chairman of your stronghold, then he's the head of your party. That's the logic in it. So Chairman Wontumi has become so powerful that people who even introduce him to the party are beginning to be afraid and jealous of him at the same time. I've told you already, Canada Japan has been anointed to destroy this party, and it's going to happen. I can't wait to see the real showdown. I can't wait to see the real bombshells. I don't want to see this country go down because of this dirty party. The dirty party should rather go down so that the nation would stand up. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we shall read your messages. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Kokusho, man.
This is the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonomo, and here we speak truth to power. Let's see your messages. And I apologize one more time for the power trips and all that. I think we have stable power now. The whole day, it's been like that, on and off, on and off, on and off. From last night, it was all dark all over Accra and beyond. God bless Ghana. Beta Bless GH says it's a beautiful brand new week on the most educative, in fact, exclusive show in Africa and the whole world. If you don't believe, go burn the sea. We love you, Father. We are ever ready for you when you're ready. Blessed love, Beta Bless. And Solejima Wena says, good evening, Black Rasta. I am back again I miss this show so much. I'm happy to have you over the weekend. You were resting, right? Amina Mustafa says, love. I love you, Amina Mustafa. Timothy Zuri says, watching you live from Wa. Big up Wa Massive and Crew. Karim Sadat Aduku says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. The richest died, the poor died. Yes. Life is not fair enough. There are some living people that cannot be remembered, but there are dead people that cannot be forgotten. That is very true. Somebody like Nkrumah would always be remembered. Some self-acclaimed rich people have even been forgotten before they died. Moses Amwaku says, Blakk Rasta, please, what's bigotry? How can we infer? How can we refuse? Relate it to what we see in our police. Well, when we talk about bigotry, it's an ill. I mean, you understand that it's an ill. It's an ill of trying to not be fair to a particular people. That is bigotry. Understand that it's an ill. And once you just like racism and just like bribery and corruption and all that, those kind of ills. So bigotry, how can we relate it to our politics? That's what is happening. Look at tribalism. Look at nepotism. And even sometimes we have genderism. It's all bigotry. You understand? Sidelining a group of people. Being unfair to a group of people. Chauvinism. My brother, my sister, these are all aspects of bigotry. I hope it's understood. That is what it is. In our politics, it's all over the place. Religious discrimination, gender discrimination. You understand? And even there's a certain level of classism. Oh, these are illiterates. Oh, these are people who have not been to school so much, and so on and so on, including tribal bigotry. Goswe Jata says, live from Kumasi. Oh, yo. Solomon Nimaku says, more fire. Blessed love, Solomon. Long time no see. And King says, Blakk Rasta, oh, yo, educate us. I wish I'm always working with you to learn more. Africa will rise again. Certainly, Africa will rise again. Blessed love. Hail Marcos says, I appreciate you, King. Blakk Rasta, for being the beacon of light in this darker age of our times. Watching you live right from Colorado, Denver. Blessed love, I appreciate you. Hail Marcus. I'll be in America hopefully by the end of this month, and I hope that we'll be able to link up. You know, Kojo says, fellow Pan-Africans, don't forget to like, share, and donate. I would like to donate, but don't know how to. I am in Somenya. Keep on keeping on. Speaking truth to power. Well, it's very simple. If you want to, in fact, donate, we will not stop you. We'll appreciate you. Our numbers are on the screen. Pick that up, and you can send that via Momo. We would appreciate you and would also mention you. We appreciate you. It's interesting that we didn't ask for any donation, and you have decided that you are going to do it. May people donate to you when you need it most. Better still, may you be the one to donate every time. That's what we want. Kojo Fool says, wow, you are not on Pan-African TV. Why? We've explained this several times. Our contract ended, and we are waiting to be able to raise some money so we can go back on Pan-African TV. Pan-African TV has been so helpful. One whole year we were there, you know, and it was beautiful. Yeah. Very beautiful. Ekoli Blakk, more fire, she says. And then Royal Anchor TV says, come, O fools, and listen. Proverbs 3:35. It says, the wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion, right, of fools. And King says, Black Rasta, Babylon watching from afar, putting our light off. God will be our light forever. Babylon is falling. Praise to God. Well, it's been off and on, off and on, off and on like that. And to God be the glory. We are on now. Royal Anchor TV says, why are people not listening to wisdom? Proverbs 132. For the timing, right? Or the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. My God. Agbo Benjamin says, I now know that all the preaching she does in the trotro and her gospel music was all about her own belly. Well, maybe it wasn't like that from the beginning. People get corrupted along the line. Maybe she was actually doing it genuinely. I'm sure you're talking about Diana Asamoah. But after some time, she realized that, the industry is dead. How many people even invite you to church and they give you 200 Ghana cedis? They give you 50 cedis and say, sit in trotro and go back. God shall bless you. Unfortunately. So a lot of musicians in Ghana are poor. If you can hook up with a dirty political party with a name you made in the past, then they might feed you so that you help them to corrupt more people. So after winning souls, you are now winning more souls for Satan. My God, what a thing. Unkunim David, he says, well, we are listening. Royal Anchor TV says, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Gameli Apasu says, Black Rasta, welcome amidst all the technical challenges. Roll the story. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And on Facebook, Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Black Rasta. Raphael Henyo says, good evening, my brother. Oyo. Lilian Nana Abalati says, greetings from Richmond Hill, Georgia. Oh, wow, Richmond Hill. I was in Georgia. I was in Atlanta. I'll find time and find out where Richmond Hill is. I like the hills and the greens and all that. Mark Romeo Fori says, greetings, Professor Blakk. Love and respect. Abdul Rauf Wumbe says, good evening, legend. Blessed love. Lillian. All right. All right. Some of them are repeated. Kamal Dean Imoru says, speaking truth to power. Alaji Hatal Mahmudu says, Dumso. Tompo says, the Babylonian is at work. They want to destroy the program, but never. Come here, Jano. Tompo says, we are still waiting here till tomorrow. God bless you. Solly Evans says, Sulebao says, more fire. Tompo says, Black Prophet. Please, my question is that, Owusu Bempa arrested, was it a mistake? Or is he above the law because he's an MPP member? Owusu Bempa felt he was above the law. In the video, he said, hey, if they don't arrest Agrada, nobody can ever arrest me in this country. Lie over the bar. I was one of the people who advocated that the law must work, he should be arrested. And he was actually arrested. He was my mate. I love him. And when they took him to the hospital, after locking him behind bars, he said he was ill. They took him to the hospital and chained him to his bed. That's why he doesn't like the IGP and some police people. But remember, I came on this show and said that it was good they did it, and it will help us to be humble. If everybody can come out and say, you can't arrest me, then where are we taking the nation to? Prophet or no prophet? We have to submit to the law. Eja Kwame says we need to restart Ghana like a frozen Android phone. But only military can deal with that so that we can get fresh air to breathe. Wow. I like that quote. It's a beautiful one. Evans Akanjileon. Evans Akanjileon Atwick says, Black Rasta, the contract was given to Nana Akufo-Addo's Nigerian daughter and her husband. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. It's a dirty-minded party. And my brother, they want to go to heaven. Why are we doing this to ourselves? You see why sometimes I feel like I should just go hide myself in a certain cave and pray till it's my time to go home and I go. I can't fathom how human beings treat other human beings like this. I walk on the street, people ask me for money, people ask me for food, and I'm not able to give it to them. And I am so sad the whole day. I go to the house and it's like I've killed people. The guilt on me, even though I don't have it to give to them. Yet people can watch and see other people die. The food that they are supposed to give to them, they hoard that. Even though they don't need it now, they will hoard it for use another day. King Chiron Richard Atibla says, Blakk Rasta, you are doing a very good job. Keep it up. And we are with you, my brother. Please join. Come together. Let us bring Ghana and put Ghana on a better footing. It is not about politics. I will never be a politician. I said this from how long? If we were going to change, we would have changed a long time. God didn't make me a chameleon. If God wanted me to change, like the traffic light, he would have made me a chameleon or a traffic light. Let's come together and let people believe that it's not about politics. We are about the nation and we are about our people. That's the third force. And when we are able to support anybody, then we will be able to control them to do what is meant to be done for the people. Alasan Abdul Majid Ali says, Ghana has turned into a banana republic. Zion Genesis says hi, and I say hi back. Evans Akanyelewan Atwik says, everyone involved, including the president, must face prosecution, and we can only do that when we kick this corrupt regime off. Of course, I want this regime out. Wait and see. If Baumia becomes president, this election, I'll leave this country. One lie, I'll leave this country. Keep it. Fry it like chichinga and eat it. I can't sit down and see these atrocities. People dying in hospitals. This dirty Baumia is not able to say anything. They send people to go and arrest chiefs, yet some chiefs are untouchable. What are you doing to the people? What is good for the goose must be good for the gander, right? Stillwater says, this Akufo-Addo and his family and friends government have really murdered Ghana beyond salvation. It will only take a miracle to get the nation working again, because they have sent the nation almost 70 years back. High treason. I like that, Stillwaters. Tom Poe says, Ghana politicians, both NDC and PP, they are all the same criminals when they come into power. I agree with you. So right now we are looking for the lesser criminal of the two. No, we don't want criminals at all, less or high. We want proper, patriotic people. And you are lucky. The nation only needs a president. You have all the power. It's not like America where there's a president who is just a figurehead and is still being controlled around him. In Ghana, the president controls everything. So if the government breaks down, it's the president, the dirty president. Yes. Alasan Abdul Majid Ali says, teach, 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 my brother. He will teach till the end of time. My name Blakk Rasta. Keep your messages coming in. We have about 10 minutes more to go. And we shall read the next batch of messages. Next story. Next story. Dirty politicians, candidates for hell. Dirty politicians, candidates for hell. My God. This morning I was on radio. And I was doing the Black Pot on my radio show, the Urban Blend, on 3 FM 92.7. And I made a powerful utterance. We have lost two people in this country. Number one, the former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Teresa Kufuor. Are you sure this is Teresa Kufuor? No, this is not Teresa Kufuor. Good. So this is Teresa Kufuor now. I don't know if that's an older picture, but I don't want anybody to be impersonated. So this is Kufuor and his wife. Their relationship was so beautiful. I remember when she went to vote and they interviewed her, you could see that she was trying to run away from politics. If she had a way, she would stop her husband from doing politics. But that's what the husband chose. And every wife would have to support in one way or the other. Kufuor was one of the most level-headed presidents we had in this country. He had his own faults and all that. His wife passed on. And another politician passed on. And this one is E.T. Mensah of Pram Pram. In fact, he also passed on. He died. He was the one who was unseated by Sam George, a.k.a. Jata. And with Ghanaians, when people die, they all of a sudden become saints. Let the dirty dead go to hell. If the person was a dirty-minded idiot and he died, may he go to hell. That's what I said. And boom, it was captured. If Teresa Kufuor and E.T. Mensah were part of the dirty politicians, may they go to hell. That's what Blakk Rasta said. And it was captured by Ghana World. Run the story. It says, controversial Ghanaian musician. They call me controversial. Am I controversial? I think I am just a loyalist. I love my country. Controversial Ghanaian musician and radio personality, Blakk Rasta, has said that former member of parliament for Ningo Pram Pram, Enoch Mensah, and former First Lady Teresa Kufuor, who both died on Sunday, October 1, 2023, should go to hell if they were part of the corrupt people in Ghana's political space. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Now we are living a living hell because of dirty Nana Akufo-Addo and his government. Today, if Nana Akufo-Addo dies, then somebody will come and say, oh, he was a great man. He gave us free SHS. Oh, yeah. No. Clap for him to go to hell. That's where he belongs. It is the culture of the people of Ghana that we say nothing bad about the dead. No, sir. In Germany, even in Belgium, you remember how a Belgian king came all the way to the Congo and named the whole Congo after himself. Do we all remember? We all remember how that British guy suffering from cancer, not cancer, asthma and the rest, came all the way to South Africa, Zimbabwe, and made so much money by killing more people and naming the place after him. I don't want to take you too much into history. We've said this time and again. When the Belgian king died, King Leopold II, after killing so many people in that area, you know what happened? They brought his statue down. His corpse was thrown away on the streets of Belgium. His statue was brought down and beaten up in the Congo. And his corpse was hooted at. Woo! Woo! That is what we should be doing to people like that dirty guy who died and is in hell right now, being sodomized by Satan. What's his name? Sir John. He's crying in hell. Satan is sodomizing him. Dash. And may they rest in peace if they were good people in our political space and beyond. We pray for them that they do well. I'm not in a hurry to praise the dead. Their work shall show. Next story. Next story. This one says, Danny WELBECK shamed for zero patriotism. Come here. Come here. Who is Danny WELBECK? Look at this guy. He has a gun face, right? If you meet this guy, even on the streets of heaven, you know that this is a Ghanaian. Right? You know his name? Danny Ni something WELBECK. That's his name. That's his traditional Ghanaian name. He's a Ni, he's a king. He was born in 1990. He was born in Manchester, a city that I know so well. I used to be at Bolton, yes, for I think 2 months. And I got to know the whole place and all that. He was born there. Come here. He was born in Manchester to Ghanaian parents, both father and mother. And when it was time for him to choose between Ghana and England, which country to play football for, he decided to opt for England. And according to him, watch this. Danny Welbeck narrates how he was booed by his family for choosing England over Ghana. Oh, so there are still some patriotic Ghanaians. I like that. Run the story. English footballer of Ghanaian descent, Danny Welbeck. He's called Ni something. What's the other name? Ni Taki. Danny Ni Taki Welbeck. His Ghana name is Ni Taki. And Ni Taki is a powerful name. It's the name of a king. Hey! Powerful king. Who? Oh my God, let me not go. I'm tempted sometimes to go into history. Let me leave it here. So he's named after a powerful king. In fact, he has revealed that some of his family members booed him when he made his England debut against Ghana in 2011. Despite the Ghana FA's efforts to get the then Sutherland striker to play for the Black Stars, he chose to play for his country of birth over the country of his parents. Well, it's possible, yeah? Like my mom and dad are from Ghana, he told TNT Sports while answering a question on whether he could have played for Ghana, recalling his England debut, which came against Ghana at Wembley. He described it as a bittersweet experience because he was booed. It was mad. It was like bittersweet moment. Obviously, I'd walk out at Wembley, coming on from the sidelines, and I've got loads of family friends, family in the stands. All my family is here, and yeah, I'm hearing boo, boo when Welbeck's coming on, and I'm like, oh, thinking this is mad here. Bare boos. He added that after the game, his cousins told him they were behind the boos. Come here. Do we all remember the Ghanaian coach? What country was that? That Ghanaian coach who took us to the World Cup, I think the second time. We played against USA, beat the USA, and then we played against his home country. When we played against his own home country, and we won, and the players were all running to come and embrace him, he pushed them away and slapped some of them and started to cry. It's so disrespectful to dishonor my nation. I've helped a country beat my country, but it's just professionalism. It's a game of football. But football has gone beyond a game. It's a game of patriotism. My brother, some people just see it as a game. But the glory comes to your nation. People die, and they remember them as great footballers who raised their... Look at the efforts of Pele, Edson Arantes de Nascimento. Look at what he did. Can you call football just a game? In the case of Pele, he instilled patriotism in his people. And today, Brazil is one of the biggest nations when it comes to football because of what Pele did. So, Nitaki, you carry your own cross. If I were you, but I'm not you. Next story, and we are done. Last story is going to be very short. Please, patriotism. Don't run away from it. That's why the nation is going down. Not even Jesus can save Ghana as president. A gospel singer, a woman of God, says that even if Jesus becomes president of Ghana, nothing will change. Why? Who is that? The same person who said Nana Addo is clean and unblameable, is unblemished. That's her. She said, what? Is that not blasphemy? I thought that Jesus could do everything, including raising the dead. So Ghana is dead beyond Jesus raising it. Jesus. But I understand what she's saying. It's literature, right? Even with Jesus as president, our attitudes must change. It's true. What she said is very true. The attitudes, the rotten attitude must change. You could have even God as president of this nation. God will refuse to change it if your attitudes are not changing. God has given you common sense and he wants you to engage your common sense. Or else God is a creator of robots. He wants you to use your common sense so you can change your environment. You dirty your environments and when you get sick, you blame it on the government. You don't pay your taxes and when things are not done, you blame government. Pay your tax. If the work is not done, then you can blame the government. That's what I believe in when I say change your attitudes. It's a rewiring of the mind. The mindset must change. And that's what this program is all about. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. It's been the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonum. Today has been a little slow because of the power cuts left, right, and center. But I believe we've been able to deliver. You have some messages? Run them, make we see them. Timothy Zure says, Blakk Rasta, you are too much. I am with DJ Lickle. And we are watching you live from, hey, DJ Lickle, big up yourself, big up yourself. Yeah, and he's there playing Blakk Rasta music like mad. Big up yourself. I do appreciate you and I do love you. Bless the Lord. Why the message is gone? The messages have all of a sudden exploded. Big up yourself, DJ Lickle. And Yaro Tairu says, much love from Tel Aviv. Okay, keep the good works. Bless the love, Yaro Tahiru. Is it my own Yaro? Or is it a different Yaro? Ras Yaro, is that you? If that's you, big up yourself. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah? Benjamin Achu says, sad. And then Bantasi Abdul Latif says, Assalamu alaikum, Blakk Rasta, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I'm watching you from Saudi Arabia, Jeddah. Blakk Dinah Asamoah's career is finished. That is why she is now jumping into politics. Blakk, keep up the fire. Woyo. And then, which one is this? Osaberima TV. Say, come here. Bless and love. Love and respect every time. And this is Facebook. Says, Ghana politicians, both NPP and NDC, are all the same criminals. We read that earlier. And then they only see the right thing when they are in opposition. Yeah, a lot of them are like that. It's true. That's why I keep telling Ablakwa, you must continue this. Say yes, says, Hi Blakk, it's appalling to see the government bypassing our procurement laws to award dubious contracts to their families and cronies. I thought the mandate of Parliament was to keep the government in check, but it seems all of them are in the same pool. Ghana is a failed state, and for that Dinah Asamoah lady, the least said about her, the better. More fire, Blakk. Bless and love. And then Ras Menu says, hey, Nana Addo needs to be prosecuted to set an example. I believe that. Latif Abdullah says, Allah's health favor on you and your family. Blessed love. All right. Looks like we have some darkness again. And then Tompo says, what's the meaning of the background song? He said the Gomba song. Bawa is a song that is just talking about, the beauty of coming together and then, enjoying a son. You understand? Enjoying a son or a daughter, a new child has been born. Let's enjoy that moment and let's make it fresh and nice. That's what it is. It's a new Blakk Rasta tune. It will be coming out soon on my African album. Right? Check it out soon. Tom Paul says, what is the meaning of the background song? And that is what we explain. We'll give you details later. Today we've run out of time. And then Oboy Tafi says, I am watching you live from Hamburg, Germany. And I have one friend from Gambia. He likes you too much. I love him too. Tell him that Blakk Rasta loves him right from the top to the bottom. Abu Nidal says, so far nobody is qualified to lead the nation. We will not vote this psychopathic, I like that, maniacs anymore. Oh, I love that. I wish I could see the whole tweet, the whole thing. part of it has been cut off. And it's interesting. Boy Taki, thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. And the Gambian brother, we are hoping to be able to tour Gambia soon. If you know some promoters, link us up so we can go there and spread the word as well. Abdo Stanley Edujenfi says, Black Rasta, I sometimes want to tear ever since I set my foot in the United States. When you watch what is going on in Ghana, the future is so bleak for our citizens. May Allah bless Ghana. Bless and love. And then Raphael Henyo says, nature is God. So if we love God, then we have to take good care of our nature and our environment. I believe in that as well. My brother Latif Adewale Adedeji, I love that. Blakk, why not showing on TV again? We are looking for cash so we can come back. You know, Roland says, thanks, brother. David Huang Kala says, Black Rasta, I feel for you, brother. Seriously, I do not have hope for the country anymore. I shiver in my marrow, my bone marrow, right? Seeing what these hooligans are raping from the country. Well, we must have hope. We must never give up hope. Things will change. People like you will come together and things will happen. Frank Kopait says, Coach Milovan. Yes. He's from Serbia, right? From Serbia. When Ghana beat Serbia, he didn't want it. My name is Black Rasta. We are having some power cuts coming in again, so we have to end the show. I love you and I appreciate you. If your tweets or your message has not been read, please feel no way. You are still part of the show. We'll go back and read everything. To God be the glory. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 5 p.m. Wayo!